Oh, man. We had it. We had this game, dude. We had this game. Oh, man. That sucks. That sucks. Yeah, as you can tell, if you couldn't already tell, the Bears didn't win. They fought. They fought in the end, once again, like they've always done all year, but they made too many mistakes and just some questionable play calls and just a lot of just ugh. Defense played really good today. They only let Devontae Adams and Puka get like, well, I don't even, only let them have like 40-some receiving yards, if not less. I haven't really, I just recorded this right after the game, so I don't know what the stats actually are, but yeah. This one sucks. It sucks. But you know what? I said this. Even if we lose this game, this year was a successful year. I mean, we were in the divisional round and honestly had the shot of winning it if there wasn't some mistakes, obviously. I'm going to get to those mistakes. One of them being Caleb Williams throwing pick after pick. He threw 3 picks in this game. The offense didn't show up. Hardly. I mean, too many dropped balls. Colson Loveland, Rome, Luther, they're just dropping balls left and right. Caleb threw 3 interceptions, one of them pretty much being the game. I mean, we couldn't, once again, like last week when it's fourth down, we go for it and we don't get it, which, funny enough, actually, one of the times we did go for 4th down, we got a touchdown out of it, so I guess one of them did work in the end. We were this close of destiny. We were this close. Oh, man. This team is still special, and there is a lot of hope and promise. Caleb Williams, he played his heart out in the end still. That throw to Cole Kmet in the end zone, that's incredible. That is incredible. I don't care what people say. Yes, those 3 interceptions, many of them being some miscues, some of them being drops, some of them just, it's not all Caleb, but it definitely doesn't help. And yes, some mistakes were on him. But Caleb, I think, still played, in my opinion, especially after that throw to Cole Kmet, he did fine. Even though it's just like our offense did not do anything. It seemed like the entirety of the game. Just had too many damn mistakes. Had too many mistakes. But like I said, defensively, they played pretty good. against a Rams team that has Puka, Kyrie, and Adams and Higbee and all of those guys. Now, what really frustrates me is obviously is just like the defense being there and showing up. Obviously, Stafford and that offense are struggling because of maybe it is the defense or it is the conditions outside and the weather and it being snowing and stuff. But just like the offense just didn't do anything. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't really do anything. This game went too long. Damn, I really thought for sure after that Cole Kmet touchdown, I thought, oh my God, we actually might be going to the NFC Championship. Legitimately. But Caleb had made a mistake, or there was a miscue, misinformation call or whatever. Miscall, I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. It was still a good year. It still was. But it's pain. It's pain. Because I really was hyping myself up for legitimately the NFC Championship. Did I think we were going to win that game? Probably not, because the Seahawks are going to be Super Bowl champions probably at the end of the day, because how they've been playing. Especially against a Niners team who went toe-to-toe with us. I gotta give it to the Rams. Yes, they have more talent on their roster, and I think they are a better team than us. They are. So I'm not outrageously mad, although we should have won this game. Sorry if the camera's shaking. I'm putting my feet on the bed. But, I mean, it was freezing cold for the Rams. And for them to go out there and still survive and not get completely killed in the cold, good for them. Oh, I'm so tired though. Damn. What a year. Best year I've ever seen this team play by a long shot. Unbelievable. Now I don't know what now. I guess I don't know. I will say we got decent pressure on Stafford, so there's something there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the offseason though, to see what we can do. Oh, God. Yeah, blow my nose. I got a stuffy nose. Hope that wasn't loud. Probably was. Now I can breathe. I'm being dead serious. I am tired. I was in a car for 5.5 hours to get back home here to watch the game. And then obviously we just kind of, once again, not really show up and make too many mistakes. But there is something here. Something special going and brewing up and cooking I don't know how you want to say it, but there's something happening. There's something in the workings in Chicago. This is not the same old Bears. Yes, they do make some mistakes, but every NFL team does. There is a difference between NFL teams making mistakes and Bears football mistakes. There is. And this is like NFL mistakes and stuff like that. This isn't the Bears, old Bears that you used to know. Because old Bears would have just given up, would have stopped playing, or they just would have gotten killed all around. It's not this. It's not last year's team. Not even close. And now you're heading into an off-season where you need to add a lot of help on defense, even though the defense played well this game. You need to add some help on the defense. And, just get what you need. Fill in needs. I'm being serious. I was really hoping for this one. I'm telling you, that Cole Kmet touchdown, I thought for sure that was it. I thought we had it. And then Caleb threw the pick, and then Rams just were able to drive into field goal range. And it's going to suck because people are going to shit on Caleb. And you know what? They just talking out of their ass. Caleb played amazing all year. The plays that he made were incredible all year round. He single-handedly won most of these games with his arms and legs. And Ben Johnson, him coaching has obviously helped. Yes, there are some things that aren't pretty and aren't great, but I've seen worse. Trust me. I had to watch Matt Eberflus for 3 some years. So this is a clear and way better upgrade. So good year though. It was a good year. Damn good year. Yeah, we didn't go to the championship. We didn't go to the Super Bowl, but you know what? You know who didn't either? The Packers. You know who didn't either? The Vikings. You know who else also, by the way? The Lions. Who went farther than all of them? Us, the Bears. We did. We won a playoff game. We won all those games. We beat the Packers twice this year. Once in the regular season, one in the playoffs. Came back in so many games. Almost did again this game. Incredible. This year will go down in Bears history as one of the most incredible seasons. Even if it didn't result in a Super Bowl or a Super Bowl appearance, I don't care. To me, it's easy the best year I've ever seen this Bears team play. It was. I'm gonna just throw up the stats though. I haven't even looked at the stats because, like I said, I just came in the room and filmed right after the game, so I'm gonna just have these stats right here for y'all to look at. Yeah, I do know Caleb threw for those 3 picks. I feel like I just want to say, and this might sound stupid, but I wonder if some of those picks, at least one of them, if I remember, and it happened last week with the Packers, he threw down the field and it was picked off, but it was like all the way at the 5 or 10. So it was basically a punt. It was basically a punt. But yeah, just... I mean, Caleb had great moments in this game. Like I said, that Cole Kmet touchdown. But... just made that mistake in the overtime. Run game seemed off and on. Obviously, Kyle Monangai, they seem to want to use Kyle Monangai on those third and ones or fourth and ones, and they just couldn't be able to get him across the first down. Yeah. Defensively, let's get up defense. There was actually quite a bit of sacks in this for the defense. No turnovers, which is probably one of the reasons we didn't win this game, is because we didn't get to turn over the ball. And it seems like when this Bears defense doesn't turn over the ball, we just don't seem to ever come out on top. But even then, how this defense played, you didn't even really need a turnover. They kept getting the Rams a couple times 3 and outs. So defense, in my opinion, exceeded expectations for this game, because I didn't think they were going to be that good against this Puka, Devontae Adams, Matthew Stafford's offense. I thought they were going to get killed, but hey, they hold up. And then the Rams offense, I don't know what the stats are. Like I said, I sound like the worst YouTuber ever, but trust me, I just wanted to do this video, just give my raw live reaction of just my opinion. But yeah, there's the stats. I don't know. Obviously, I think the big stat is like Devontae Adams and Puka not really having like a big game. It seemed like the Rams, there was no one really on the Rams, maybe besides Kyrie Williams, kind of, that had like a big game. So, I mean, the defense pretty much was... I mean, I wouldn't say they pretty much hold up, because they didn't, because they let them get the game-winning field goal, but it doesn't help when your offense just cannot get a first down. God. Yeah, so that sucks. That sucks. Ah, man. But it was a good year. Damn good year. And hopefully this continues. I really hope it does. I really hope. It was a hell of a year. Caleb showed Bear fans and hell the NFL that he is a capable quarterback in this league. Ben Johnson, even with some of his questionable play calling there and there, he is clearly a good coach. He has moments, but then he has those good moments, really good moments. Some of the big things on the offense, Colson Loveland, he's looking like a future stud for this team. Kyle Monangai was an absolute steal in the draft. Luther Burden was a steal in the draft. He played really good this year for us. The offensive line was miles and miles better than has ever been in a while. Roma Dunze started out really good, but he got injured and kind of just fell off. DJ Moore had some good moments, really good moments, like in the Packer games. Really good moments. DeAndre Swift, I can't forget about my boy DeAndre Swift. Absolutely bounced back after a really bad start to the season. Bounced back, and I think he had a pretty good game here too. He had a couple good runs, so I wouldn't be shocked if we extend him. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this offseason. And then obviously defense. The takeaways and the takeaways, great. Led the league in interceptions and had like a shit ton of fumbles. But there were some times where it was not good for the defense. So we need to really add some additions on this defense. But yeah. Other than that, that's it. It was a hell of a year. Good year. And for the Rams, usually I don't know if people root for the team that beat them, because then if they go out there and win the Super Bowl, that makes us maybe better because we did go toe-to-toe with them. So you know what? I am rooting for those Rams. I'm rooting for the Rams. I'm rooting for the Rams to go all the way to the Super Bowl and win it. To just make us look and feel better. So, this video went too long. I am sad, but there's only one winner in the end, and it wasn't us, so it is what it is. Good year, though. Damn good year. I will see y'all, I don't know. I'll see y'all whenever I want to make a video, which hopefully is sooner than later. But I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.